In this type of program, we will use loop. As we know that in Python there are two loop. One is for loop and second one is what? While loop. So now see the program. The question is what? Reading a complete file line by line. So how we will write the program? This is the program. See. First, the file object will be created. The name of file object is what? My file. After that, assignment operator is there. Then we will use open function. And inside the open function, we will write the complete path. Here we are using single slash. That is why we are converting this into raw string. That is why we are writing R at the beginning. If we will write R at the beginning inside the parenthesis, it will convert it into raw string. Means the meaning of slash will removed. So this is the complete path, and after that comma, and then R is there. R is the mode. Here which mode? Read mode. So in second line we are writing one variable. The name of variable is what? str. After that, assignment operator. In this we are providing double quotes. What is the meaning of double quotes here? Initially storing space, any, none, non value. That is why we are using what? Double quotation here. After that we are using while loop. While, and after that we are writing str. Str is the name of variable. As we know that while loop is a compound statement, that is why we will write colon at the last. And it is compound statement, that is why we will leave the indentation space here. After that we will write str, the variable name, assignment operator, my file. My file is the name of file object or file handle. After that read line. We are using which method here? Read line. It will read one line at a time, means one complete line. This one. After that we will use print statement to print it on the output screen. Inside the print statement we are writing str. Why? Because it is storing one line at a time, means the content is stored inside str. And after that we are writing end equal to single quotation. End is an argument of print statement. Why we use end? To remove, as we know that in print statement by default there is \n, means new line character. To remove this new line character we write argument. The name of argument is what? End equal to single quotation. And at last we will close the file. So we will close the file with the name of file object. The name of file object is what? My file dot close method. So when there is a question like this, reading a complete file line by line, then we will write this program. In this program, first we have to open the file. So we will create the file object name. The file object name is what? Here, my file. After that assignment operator, then open function, and inside open function we will write the path. Here we are using single slash, that is why we will convert it into raw string. How we will convert it into raw string? By writing R at the beginning inside the parentheses, this one. So it will convert into raw string, and the meaning of the character backslash will removed. This is complete path, this one. This one is complete path, means E drive, and the file name is what? Poem.txt. R is the mode. First line is completed. In second line we are creating a variable. The name of variable is what? str. Assignment operator, it is storing double quotation. Double quotation means it is internally storing a space, means white space. After that we will write while. As we know that for is counting loop and while is conditional loop. So here we are providing the condition like this: while str means the blank space. So we will write while and after that str. As we know that str is storing the all blank space, means white space. After that colon, we know that while is a compound statement, so at the last we have to write colon. There is colon, so we will leave the blank space. The blank space is known as indentation. This one, this two line is body of while loop. So inside this loop we will write str. Previously str was storing the blank space. Now again we are writing str after assignment operator. Now in str this will store, means file, my file is what? The file object name dot read line. So read line is there, that will store inside str. As we know that read line read one complete line at a time, so one line will store inside str. Like this it will print all the line which is present inside the file. The file name is what? poem.txt. After that one print statement is there inside while statement to print it on the output screen. So see here, inside print statement str is written. Due to str one line will print at a time on the output screen. After that end assignment operator single quotation is there. We know that in print statement by default \n is present. It is argument. To remove the \n we will write the argument. The name of argument is what? End equal to single quotation. After this we will close the file by my file, the name of file object dot close method. So we will get the output like this. The output produced by the above code will print the entire content of file. The file name is what? poem.txt. One line at a time, means we will get the output like this. Now the read line method function reads the leading and trailing space, if any. What do you mean by trailing space? The unprinted area of a piece of printing. It is all the white space located at the end of a line is known as trailing spacing spaces, if any, along with trailing new line character \n. Also while reading the line you can remove this leading and trailing white spaces or tab or new line. These all are known as trailing spaces or white space, like \n, tab, new line or spaces, by using strip method without any argument. So trailing means what? The unprinted area of a piece of printing. It is also known as white space located at the end of a line, like spaces or tab or new lines. So we can remove all this by using strip method without any argument, as explained below. Recall that strip without any argument remove leading and trailing white spaces. Means if we will use strip without any argument, it will remove all the spaces, tab and new lines from our program. There is another way of printing a file line by line. That is simpler way where after opening a file you can browse through the file using its file handle line by line by writing following code. Means there is one more simpler way where we can print one line at a time from our file. This is the syntax. Means file handle means the file object, assignment operator open, file name, comma, the mode. After that we will use for. As we know that for is counting loop. So for, after that for loop is there, then variable, then in, after that file handle or file object. After that colon is there. As we know that for is a compound statement, That is why at the end there will be colon. Colon is there, that is why in next line we have to leave the space, means indentation space. Then we will write print statement to print it on the output screen. Inside print we will write the variable name. So this is syntax and this is the actual statement. Means this my file is the file handle or file object. Assignment operator is there, then open, and inside open the complete path is given. The mode is also given. The mode is what? Read. As we know that by default mode is read, so we will write R here. After that for loop is there. Line is a variable. Okay, then then after that file name is what? My file is what? File object or file handle. And after that there is print statement. Inside print statement we have written the variable line. Means when this program will execute, means loop will iterate, means it will loop will print one line at a time. Means this is variable name. The variable name is what? Line. And after that see here my file is the file object, means it will print one line at a time, and loop will continue printing on the output screen. Means loop will print all the line which is present inside the file. When the file all the line is completed, then loop will stop printing. If a particular file is containing 10 lines, it will print one line at a time on the output screen, and after the completing it will stop. So the output produced by above code is just the same as the output produced by above program. The reason behind this output is that when you iterate over a file handle using a for loop, then the for loop variable moves through file line by line, where a line of a file is considered as a sequence of character upon 2 and including a special character called new line character \n. So for loop variable starts with first line, and each line iteration it moves to next line. As for loop iteration through each line of the file, the loop variable will contain the current line of the file as a string of characters. In the above program, we are using for loop to print one line at a time. There is variable name line, and after that means for variable name line in we have written file object or file handle name. Means when loop will iterate, it will print one line at a time. Means if a file contain 10 line, it will print one line at a time, and after completing that printing of 10 line it will stop. And as we know that the print statement contain \n by default, means the new line character, so it will print one line at a time, and after that it will move to next line. In this way it will print when the loop will iterates. Next question, displaying the size of a file after removing EOL, means end of line character like \n, \t, all, leading and trailing white space and blank lines. Means in this Python program we have to print the number of size of file after removing all EOL character like leading and trailing white space and blank line. We have to print the size after removing all this. First we will print the total size of program including this EOL character, and after that we will print the size of file after removing all this EOL character. This is the program. See here. First, file object is created, assignment operator. Then we will use open function, and inside open function we will write the complete path, including the mode. By default mode is what? Read mode. In next line we will write str1, means it is a variable. After that, assignment operator, then double quotation, it is storing the blank space. In next line, size is equal to 0. We will create or write one more variable. After that, assignment operator, then 0. In next line we will make one more variable. The name of variable is what? T size equal to 0, means this is total size of file, and this is total size of file after removing all the EOL character. For that we are writing two variable. This is the actual size, and this is the size of file after removing all the EOL character from our program. So in next line we will use while loop. After that, str1, then colon. It is compound statement because there is colon at the last, so we have to leave the blank space here, known as indentation. Means this three line is body of the while loop. In this we will write str1, assignment operator, then my file. My file is the name of file object or file handle, then dot read line. Previously str1 was storing the blank space. Now it will store the line which is present inside the file. See here, my file is the name of file object here. Dot read line is the method which will read the here inside the parenthesis nothing is there, means it will print all the line which is present inside the file. So this will read and this will store inside str1, means previously str1 was storing the blank space, means double quotation. See here. After that, assignment operator is there, then my file is the name of file object. Dot read line. When we will write read line with blank parenthesis, means it will print the complete line which is present inside the file. So this will store inside str, means all the complete line will store inside str. Now we will print the total size of a file. So we will use the variable t size. T represent what? Total size. Okay, this variable represent the total size of file. Then t size, assignment operator, then t size plus len. We use length to find the length of anything. Here we want to find the length of str. Str means what? All the complete line which is present inside the file. The file name is what? poem.txt. So we are writing str inside this parenthesis. Length is a function, and inside this function we are writing str1. See here. Previously str was storing the double quotation, means the blank space. Assignment operator is there, then my file is the file object name, then read line. When read line parenthesis is empty, then it will print the complete line. So this will store inside str variable, means now str contain all the line which is present inside the file poem.txt. This variable t size for storing the total size of file without removing EOL character. So t size, after that assignment operator, t size plus length. Length is a function. Inside this function we are writing str. We use length function to find the length of like variable, list, tuple, dictionary, etc. Means to find the length we will use length function. So inside length we have to write str, means we will write str because we want to find the length of str. That is why inside the parenthesis we will write str1, and this complete will store inside str, this variable, because assignment operator is there. That is why it will completely store inside t size variable. Then size, this variable represent the size of file after removing EOL character. So size equal to size plus len, length. So inside length we have written str1 dot strip. As we know that strip is used to remove all the leading and trailing white spaces like spaces or tab or new line. That is why we will use strip without any argument. This will print the actual size of file without removing EOL character, but we are using here strip. It will remove all the leading and trailing white spaces like new line, tab, etc. So we will get the size of file after removing EOL character here, but here we will get the actual size of file without removing EOL character. Next we will print it on the output screen. That is why we will write print statement. Inside print statement the message is there, means in double quotation size of file after removing all EOL character and blank line, then colon, then double quotation is closed, comma size. Here size is not in quotation. That is why the value which is stored inside size will print on the output screen. One more print statement is there, print the total size of file, colon, means this is in quotation. That is why it will print same on the output screen. After that, comma t size. T size is a variable and it is not in quotation. That is why the value which is stored inside it will print on the output screen. And at last we will close our file by using file object name myfile dot close method. So we will get output like this, means size of file after removing all EOL character and blank line is 360. Then the total size of file is 387. We will get output like this. Why we are getting output like this? By using which method? By split. So whenever you are getting any question like this, to remove all the EOL character from your program, so we will use which method? Strip method, because strip method remove all the leading and trailing white spaces like spaces or tabs or new line. So you can see here the size is different. Here the actual size is what? 387, but after removing all EOL character we will get 360. This is due to which method? Strip, strip. Next question, see, reading the complete file in a list. When this type of question is there, then we will write this particular code. First file object myfile, then assignment operator, then open method. Inside open function we will write the complete path, then mode. We know that the by default mode is what? Read mode. After that, in next line we will make a variable, or we will create a variable s. After that, assignment operator, then myfile dot read lines. See here, this is not read line, this is read lines, means it will print the complete line which is present inside our file. So simply we will write print s, then we will close the file. Means first file object is created, then with the help of open method we will write the complete path of file and mode also. First line is completed. In next line, one variable is created. The name of variable is what? S. After that, assignment operator, then my file. My file is the file object name dot read lines is the name of method. This method print the complete line which is present inside the, means complete lines, means if a particular file contain 10 lines or 12 line, it will print on the output screen, because it is read lines, not read line. So all this is stored inside which variable? S. So we will use print statement to print it on the output screen. So inside print parenthesis we will write simply S. So it will print on the output screen, and at last we will close the file with file object name dot close method. Now carefully look at the output. The read lines has read the entire file in a list of string, where each line is stored as one string. Means when this particular program will execute, we will get output like this, means in list form. See the next question. Write a program to display the size of a file in bytes. Means for this question we will write the program like this. First, file object, assignment operator, then open function. Inside open function we will write the path, complete path name, then mode. After that we will create one variable. The name of variable is what? str, this one. After that, assignment operator, then my file. My file is the name of file object dot read. Read is a method. It will read one complete line at a time. But if for this we have to write some number inside the parenthesis of read method. If we are writing 30, then it will print 30 bytes from our file. If the parenthesis is empty, it will print the entire line of our file on the output screen. So the question is what? Write a program to display the size of a file in bytes. So first file object, then open function we will use. Inside open function we will write the complete path, then mode. In next line we will create one variable str. The name of variable is what? str. Then assignment operator, then my file. My file is the name of file object, then dot read. Read is a method. If this read method parenthesis is empty, then it will print the complete program, means the complete file. Means that if a particular file is containing 10 line, it will print complete 10 line on the output screen. It will read. So in next line, size. In the question is what? Question is given, we have to display the size. So one variable, more variable is created. The variable name is what? Size. Then assignment operator is there. Then len. Len is the function, and inside this function we will write str, because we want to display the size of a file, and the size of file is stored inside str. So inside len parameter we will parenthesis we will write str, this one. And after that, in next line, print statement is there. In print statement, message is given what? Size of the given file poem.txt is, it will print, it is in double quotation, that is why it will print on the output screen. In next print, size is there. Size is storing the, this one, size is name of variable, it is storing the size of file. So it will print, and after that bytes is given in double quotation, so bytes will print. See, size is not given in single or double quotation, so the value which is stored inside size will print. So we will get the message like this: size for this message is for first print statement. What size of given file poem.txt is, and this is for second print statement, means 387 bytes. So whenever this type of question is given, we will use len function, and inside len function we will write the variable name which is storing the full program length, like this variable str, it is stored, means it all the line which is read is stored inside this variable. So in len function we will write str. See the next question. Write a program to display the number of lines in the file. In this program we have to display the total number of lines. So first, file object assignment operator open function. Inside open function we will write the complete path, then mode. In next line s is a variable created. After that assignment operator my file, the name of file object, then read lines. Read lines method will read one complete line at a time. So we are using read lines. See in Python there are three read method. First is what? Read. If we are not giving any value or number inside the parenthesis of read method, it will print the entire line from file. If we are giving 20, then it will print 20 bytes from the file. Second is read line. If we are using read line method, it will print one complete line at a time. Third is read lines. When we are writing read lines, then it will print the complete line which is present inside the file. So in this program we are using what? Read lines. So first this line will complete, then as the one variable is created as, then my file, then my file is what? File object name, then read lines, means it will print the complete lines from our file. In third line one more variable is created. The name of variable is what? Line count. After that assignment operator is there. Then again we are using what? Len. Len function we are using to find, and inside this len parenthesis we are writing s, because all the line which are reads are stored inside s. We are using which method? Read lines. So all these are stored inside s. So inside len we are writing s, and after that we will print. Print statement is there. Inside print statement this complete message is there. What? Number of lines in poem.txt is in double quotation, then comma, means it will print on the output screen, and line count. Line count is storing the total number of line which is present inside the file. So line count is not in double quotation, so in the value which is stored inside this will print on the output screen. So we can see 18 is coming, and at last we will close the program by using file object myfile.close method. Writing into files. After working with file reading function, let us talk about writing function for data files available in Python. Like reading function, the writing function also work on open file. Means whenever we want to work with file, first we have to open the file with the help of open. Open is a built-in function. So previously we were using the read function. Now we will use the write function. The file that are open and linked via file object or file handle. Python provide two writing function. First is what? Write. Second is what? Read lines. Means it will write one line at a time, and this will write number of line at a time. Appending a file. When you open a file, in W represent what? Write mode. Python overwrite an existing file or creates a non-existing file. Means whenever we are using W represent what? Write mode. If we are using write mode, then Python will overwrite the existing file. Means the content which is present will overwrite. Why? Because we are using W represent what? Write mode. If the file is not there, then it will create a new file, but if the file is there, then the content will overwrite. That means for an existing file with same name, the earlier data gets lost. If however you want to write into the file while retaining the old data, you should open the file in A represent what? Append mode. Means if you want to add new data, but you also want that the previous content or data will present, so we will use append mode. Due to append mode, the content which is stored previously will not get lost. It will present and the new content will added inside the file with the help of append mode. A file opened in append mode retains its previous data while allowing you to write newer data into it. You can also add a plus symbol with file read mode to facilitate reading as well as writing. That means in Python, writing in files can take place in following form. Number 1, in an existing file while retaining its content. If the file has been opened in append mode to retain the old content. B, if the file has opened in R+. R+ represent what? It means what? Read and write both. Or A+. A+ represent what? Write and read both. Modes to facilitate reading as well as writing. This means all these are different modes which can be used to write content inside the file. Means we can use A or R+ or W+ or W or A+ for both reading and writing. To create a new file or to write on an existing file, truncating, overwriting its old data content. If the file has been opened in write only mode W. If the file has been opened in W+ mode to facilitate writing as well as reading. Means if we will write W, means we are opening it in write mode. In this write mode, if we write anything inside the file, that data which is stored previously will removed, means overwrite. If the file is not present, then the new file will created. And if we are writing W+, means it will facilitate writing as well as reading both. Means plus indicate what? W indicate what? Write, and plus indicate what? Read. Number 3, make sure to use close function on file object after you have finished writing, as sometimes the content remain in memory buffer, and to force write the content on file and closing the link of file handle from file close is used. Means at last we will use close function on file object. See the next example. Create a file to hold some data. Means in this program we have to create a file, and inside that file we have to store some data. So which mode we will use? Write mode. So see this program. File object is the name of file out is the name of file object or file handle. Means it is a variable, but in data file we call variable as a file handle or file object when it is used with open function. This is assignment operator, then open function is used, and inside open function we have to write the file name or the complete path. Here we are writing the file name. The file name is what? Student.dat. After that w is written because we have to create a file, and inside that file we have to store some data. So the mode will be w, means write. In next line we are using for loop. As we know that for is a counting loop. So for, and after that I is a variable. In, then range is a function, and inside range we have written 5, and at last colon is there. Colon indicate it is a compound statement. So in next line we will leave the space, means indentation space. So these two lines are the body of for loop. And after that, in next line, name is there. Name is a variable. After that, equal to input, enter name of student. Means in this line we are accepting the input from user. And after that, file out. See here, file out is there. File out is the name of file object, this one, dot write. And after that, inside parenthesis, name is given. This is write method, and inside this name is given. Name is a variable which is storing the input which is given by the programmer or the user. And at last we will close our program with the help of file object dot close method. So when this particular program will execute, we will get output like this. Due to range 5, it will print for 5 time only. You can see here, total 5 is there. As we know that write method will write one complete line at a time. So we will get output like this, total 5. We are using for loop. Range function is also there, and inside range we have given 5. So it will print for 5 times. In this program, it will accept input from the user. Now you can see the file created in same folder where this Python script program is saved. See this one, student.dat. This is the file which we have created, and inside this file we have stored some information. When this file is open, student.dat, we can easily see the content which is stored inside this file. We will get like this. See here, the data you enter is part of file, but notice that write does not add a new line character of its own. That is why it is coming in one complete line. There is no \n or new line character, because write does not add any \n character. That is why all these are coming in one single line. One assignment is given below, assignment number 14, containing 5 questions you have to solve in your copy. Question number 1, what is strip and why we use it? Question number 2, write a Python program to display the number of lines in the file. Question number 3, name 2 writing function of Python data files. Question number 4, in Python, writing in files can take place in how many forms? Question number 5, write a Python program to create a file to hold some data. Thank you.